When you're growing up and you're dreaming about playing in the NFL, you dream about playing on the football field and being on TV and hopefully winning some Super Bowls, but you don't think about all the things that can come with it. I was fortunate to have a 12-year career in the NFL. Now here I am, retired for over a decade, and the game is still presenting me with a huge platform to impact people. This is so much bigger than even what I dreamed way back when I dreamed of being a professional football player. I got into coaching really because my kids played. And as I had my boys growing up and playing football, I thought, okay, here's a great opportunity for me to help them because both of my boys have had the same dream that I had when I was their age. See that, EJ? How they were stacked? That's why I'm saying you almost got to let Kenny, you got to get on your horse on those shallows. You got to let him pass and then read that guy. When the teacher would ask you, third and fourth grade, what do you want to be when you grow up? And, obviously a lot of the answers were a policeman or a fireman or a teacher or a doctor. I was always going to be an athlete. As long and far back as I can remember, that's what I wanted to do. Oh! That was on your receiver, coach. He's got to make that catch. When I went through some of the other struggles and sitting on the bench for 4 years in college and cut by the Green Bay Packers, that was probably the first time where I really had to come to grips with maybe this isn't going to happen. That's when I said, okay, I got to get a job.
I remember one night I said, what do you want to be when you grow up? And he said, I want to be in the NFL. And honestly, I thought, until we can't make it work, I'll follow you and I'll support you.
As you go through year after year and you're 25, you're 26, you're 27, in the back of your mind, you're going, okay, I know I can still do this and I don't want to let my dream go, but at the same time, I have to be realistic and go, okay, what if I never get that call? What's it gonna look like?
There were times that I remember going to my mom and dad when Kurt wasn't around and saying, he thinks he's good enough. Good enough for us to get off food stamps, good enough for us to get a house. How do I know?
Brenda's been there from day one. She, shaped everything from my perspective on life to helping me to just grow up and see things from a bigger picture. It was fast and furious that I went from being nobody to, being the league MVP and winning the Super Bowl all in 1 year. It wasn't until I actually made it that I started to see the kind of platform that playing professional sports presented you. And I think that's when the wheels started turning a little bit like, okay, this is so much bigger than just throwing touchdown passes and winning football games. We've got an opportunity to truly impact people. Now it was like, okay, how do we do it?
It's not a complete circle because this is open, so it's a big hook. Yeah. It starts here and then comes around. So that is a heart.
The heart.
Do you see the heart?
Yeah.
I saw the heart when I created it for you. Yeah. And it's almost as big as your heart.
Yeah.
Our son, Zachary, had suffered a traumatic brain injury when he was 4 months old. And so every day he dealt with struggles and with challenges in everything that he did. I think like a lot of families that have a child with disabilities, it was like, okay, he'll just come and he'll just stay at home and we'll try to see what the future looks like and we'll do the best we can from there. We realized for the first time that we were holding Zach back because we didn't have the opportunities to allow him to spread his wings. We need to build a place where Zach can live and have peers and be able to experience what all of our other children experience and also be able to pursue a purpose in life. And that place became Treasure House.
The mission of Treasure House is to have an independent living community for young adults with cognitive disabilities with the real point of being that they can have the most vibrant lives possible.
Treasure House is all that I had dreamed, and it's bigger because I didn't realize the impact, how far it goes. From parents coming up to me saying, I now can dream. My son is 10 years old, and I was already worried about what's his future. Now I have some place to dream about.
What people don't realize is that, these young men and women or these individuals that are dealing with these disabilities are such a huge treasure to those that know them. So our dream is that every family, like ours, has the opportunity to dream for something bigger. As long as these doors are open and as long as it presents us opportunities to continually impact people, I'm not going to let those doors close.